Well, UFC President Dana White said that UFC 249 would deliver, and that's exactly what he did, and he joins us now here on SportsCenter. Let's talk about that main event, because so many people said this would be a fight that people will remember for quite some time. You included in that, Dana, but what did you make of how it actually played out with Justin Gaethje looking so impressive against Ferguson?
Yeah, Gaethje looked incredible tonight. He fought the perfect fight. And I thought, I don't want to take anything away from Gaethje, but Tony looked slow tonight. Tony looked old. He looked off his game. And I would imagine it has something to do with him cutting weight twice in a month, in my opinion.
So now Gaethje says he wants Khabib. Of course, Conor McGregor said that he'd be watching this fight as well because he might want to do something in 155. What's next for Gaethje now that he has an interim belt?
Yeah, I mean, the next fight for him is obviously Khabib, to unify the belts. But yeah, I know Conor McGregor wants to fight too, but Khabib just posted, recently that he's ready to go right after Ramadan. He's ready to fight this summer. So that's the fight to make.
And of course, the irony there is Khabib was supposed to fight Tony Ferguson here at UFC 249, but the pandemic, Ramadan couldn't do it, so Gaethje steps in and he comes away with the interim belt. Let's talk about the fight before that. Henry Cejudo, another impressive performance against the best bantamweight champion of all time in Dominick. Cruz gets a stoppage. He's won a title yet again, but he says he's going to retire. Dana, I know that had to come as a shock to you.
It really didn't shock me.
Really?
Cejudo has been talking about retirement. Yeah, no, he's been talking about retirement to us for months, and I'm of the belief that if you're talking about retirement in the fight business, you should probably retire. He looked unbelievable tonight. He got cut. Stopped him right after the cut happens. It was probably only 20 seconds left of the round. He looked incredible in his last fight, but, the guy's been talking about retirement, and if you're talking about retirement in this business, you probably should.
Dana, on Tuesday, Henry Cejudo told me on this very program that he wants to fight Aldo after he takes down Dominick Cruz. He wants to add another all-timer to his hit list. So then all of a sudden, a couple days later, he says he's going to retire. You don't think there's some type of leverage ploy in there to get some more money out of you?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm telling you, this isn't the first time he's talked about retirement. Guys in that weight class always want more money. Saying you're going to retire on live television isn't the way to negotiate to get more money.
Well, Dana, you were adamant that this event be held as soon as possible. The fighters and everyone around the UFC had to go through a lot of hoops to get this thing happening tonight or Saturday night. You had a fighter test positive, 2 of his cornermen, but the fights went on. Your thoughts on how it all played out considering the circumstances?
Yeah, I think it worked out great, and obviously the system that we set up works. We found out that he was positive. All the other tests were negative. We have 2 more fights this week. We have a fight on Wednesday and a fight on Saturday. We'll do over 1,100 tests this week. So, when you're testing that much, I'm sure we're going to find somebody else who's positive. But now we know Jacare has it. We can take care of him and figure out what he needs medically. And we know that everybody else is good. So the system worked. I'm happy with the way tonight went. And I'm looking forward to Wednesday and Saturday.
Well, we said earlier, sports is so much better when it's seen live. And that's exactly what we had, courtesy of UFC 249. It delivered on several fronts. Dana White here on SportsCenter. Appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.